Hi YouTubers and gamers, and I'm back with another pickup video as always. Yep, it's a mix of gaming accessories, games, and a few rarities actually. So without further delay, let's get started. In terms of non-games, got some accessories. I got the Hori ProPad controller. As you know, Hori is a Japanese manufacturer and makes some really good first-class accessories. And this controller is really nice. I think it was about £30 from Argos, and yeah, it's a wired controller, but all the same, it's got the additional professional controls at the back, so it's a nice alternative to the vastly overinflated Controller Pro, whatever they call it. So yeah, that Microsoft one is way too much money for what it is, but there you go. Another Xbox One controller. This time for Titanfall 2. I do have a Titanfall 1 controller as well over there. I don't know if you can see it charging. But I wanted a Titanfall 2 one. Again, it's a third party one. This is by PDP. They're not a bad manufacturer. They have done some good controllers before in the past. And also they did the matching headphone set as well. Again for Xbox One. These have been reduced in game. I got them both together for about £50, so I thought that wasn't bad really. I also I've been wanting one for a while, but just been looking for a good deal really. A arcade fight stick for the Xbox 360, especially to play all those Japanese shooters and stuff really. So I managed to pick one off from eBay. This one here. It's a Mad Catz Street Fighter 4 professional arcade stick. Saying that, it's a bit smaller than a standard professional arcade stick, as you can see. Really, it's but I'm quite happy with the size, and it's in very good condition. Including delivery from eBay, £30. So I thought that wasn't bad really. So it's plays comfortable, excellent condition. So why not? Also got a Dreamcast game with matching controller. I've got Sega Bass Fishing. This was £10 all complete, and the controller was about £7 including shipping as well. So for £17 I got those two together. So I thought that's not bad really. I thought I did have all the Dreamcast games I wanted, but I thought, sorry, I haven't got this accessory for a Dreamcast, and if you have this accessory, you've got to have the game, haven't you? So yeah, got those two. Turning to the Mega Drive, got a couple more reproductions of games that are relatively uncommon. This one you can only get on Japan, I think, and that is Advanced Buster Hawk, or Gley Lancer. It's another Japanese shooter. Quite a tough game really, but quite nice graphics, so it's quite a good one there. Check out videos on YouTube for that one. And also another really good shooter. It's a bit like 1942, but you got more powerful weapons, and that is Fire Shark. Now you do get this in America, but I don't think it's a particularly common game. But this, I got both of these for about £11 each, including the manual, which is really nice, and good quality cartridge, reproduction cartridge from AliExpress. So still a lot cheaper than getting originals from Japan and America, and to be honest, they play perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with them really, so I don't mind having a few reproductions in my collection, especially at those sort of prices really. Okay, and also that Japanese game plays totally in English, if you get a reproduction of it, so it's even better. Okay, turning to the Xbox 360. This game, in the West, this was exclusive to the Xbox 360. It's one of the Tales games, Tales of Vesperia. Now, got this for £12 from CEX. You can only get this on PS3 in Japan, and it's like all Japanese language. So that's for a role-playing game. It's a bit difficult to play that version. So you have to get on the Xbox 360 in the West. And another Xbox 360 exclusive, Tetris Evolution. That was about £6 I think from CEX. And these other two games were about £12 each from Argos, all sealed. Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate and Resident Evil 2 Revelations. Okay, turning to PS3. This game was $5.99 from a charity shop. Far Cry 4 Limited Edition. Far Cry Games Classics. This one's sealed from Argos. This was about £12 again. Kung Fu Panda Showdown of Legendary Legends. Yeah, I don't mind the movies really, but I do get a Kung Fu Panda games on the PS3. Now this other game I think it only came out in the States. Did not get this in Europe, and I'm not sure if it's like a tactical game or what really. It's a very unusual concept. Basically, it's Deadliest Catch Sea of Chaos Discovery Channel. It's obviously a spin-off from a TV series, and obviously you go on board of a fishing ship, and I guess it's the object of the game is to get as much catch, I suppose. Yeah, I got this for £20 in the UK. It's from actually a UK seller. Must have imported it before, so £20 is not a bad price. This game usually goes for about £30 in this country. I'm sure it's a lot cheaper in the States, but obviously it's it got released in the States, so it would be. Okay, turning to PS1. Got this helicopter shooter, Thunderhawk 2 Firestorm. This was $2.99 including shipping from eBay, so you can't argue with that. Or complete the manual. And I've got a few Japanese exclusives. So I have Raiden DX. This wasn't cheap. It was about £45 including shipping from Japan. Raiden DX. Another exclusive Japanese shooter. And then we got a few games. A few other games. We got. I wanted to get the first one on a Saturn, but I might end up getting a reproduction for that. But it's the game Paradise 2 on the PS1. Okay, so it's a wacky top-down Japanese shooter. But saying this one has got an option to use the GunCon light gun. So I haven't played it yet, so I'm not quite sure what that'll be like. But it looks good. Obviously, check out videos. It's really wacky again, Paradise Games. And I have here on PS1 two games based on a Japanese manga called what's called Gatchaman, the translation into English. But in England, when it was released by BBC, it was called G-Force, and so anyone in England will know what I mean. It's sort of a classic G-Force character. So this one's called Gatchaman the Shooting. So it's a bit more of a, I think it's a bit more of a beat 'em up type game. Is it beat 'em up or top down adventure? Actually, I think this one's a top-down adventure. This one, the other one's a bit more of a beat 'em up, and that's part of the Tatsunoko fight with other manga characters, but also including Jason from G-Force as well. So it's another G-Force related game, but that's definitely a fighting game. As you know, there was a Tatsunoko game on the Wii as well, fighting game, which is really good. So that's the original. Now prices, I've got to mention prices for those last two. Well, Game Paradise it wasn't too bad. I think that's about 30 quid. And these other two were about £22 each. They were, including shipping from Japan. Okay, turning to the Vita. I got this very uncommon game. It's called Yomawari. Is that right? Or Yomawari Night Alone. It includes The Firefly Diary, so it's really pretty manga-esque artwork, graphics. It's yeah, it's an unusual RPG, I think it is. Looked quite interesting, so I was pleased to get a copy of that. It is a proper European copy, but I can't say I've seen this in the shops. I had to get this off eBay for about 32 quid. From Argos for about 15 quid. I got it's based on the Cooking Mama series, which are, you know, good fun games. But this one's called Gardening Mama, Forest Friends. Okay, turning to PS2. I had Sega Bass Fishing, the first one on the Dreamcast. There was a sequel called Sega Bass Fishing Duel on the PS2. I've got on order from Japan a nice controller for that. Then this other game is super uncommon, super rare. I managed to get it from Italy for a really good price, for about, I think it's about £25, but it can easily go for double that or 3 times that price. And it's called Space War Attack 505. So there's another Japanese game that was ported over to Europe by 505. I don't know if you got this in the States or not. It's very, very uncommon. I'll say it's, as far as it's rare. And basically you control, are they F-14s? Don't know, so some modern fighters. And you're taking on, shooting down alien creatures and so forth that are attacking Earth. So it's, you know, I guess it's a bit like Earth Defense Force, but it's set in airplanes. But, yep, it's supposed to be not a bad game. But it's very rare as well, so it's very good to have for a PS2 collection. And the rest of the games are Japanese exclusives. So I've got another Gatchaman game. This one's called Gatchaman Pachurio Keen Kagakyu Ninja Tai. That's easy to remember, isn't it? I've got it written on the back because otherwise I'll never remember. It's like a Gatchaman themed fruit machine type game, basically. Again, I got it because it's Gatchaman more than anything else. It wasn't a lot of money, it was about 20 quid from Japan. This game was more like £30. It is basically it's Bonk's Adventure on the PS2, so it wasn't, you know, so it was ported from a TurboGrafx and to a PS2 with slightly better graphics and so forth. So if you want to play Bonk's Adventure on the PS2, this is a way to do it. But like I said, it was about 30 quid that game from Japan. So yeah, another Japanese exclusive. This game I got because it was only about 8 quid including shipping. They look pretty actually. And I've not put it in actually, but to see how bad or how focused it is on Japanese language. But I'm hoping that even if it is Japanese, heavily Japanese focused, there might be able to use translation patches or something in the future. But I thought I'll get it for because it's just so cheap and it looked interesting. It's called Poison Pink, and it's a tactical RPG, but it looks really good. Okay, last but not least, from Japan, there's this game which I just come across by accident when I was just looking for games on the eBay. It's called The Maid's Clothes and the Machine Gun. Yeah, basically it is a top-down adventure game whereby you play a maid and you go around with a automatic machine gun, killing off enemies and so forth. Really, I'm going to show you artwork on the back. It's just so wacky. I just thought I've got to have that in the collection. It was about £22 or something like that from Japan. Again, actually I think it was cheaper now. I think it may have been about 16 or 17. It's not an expensive game. And it's just so wacky. I reckon this is going to be a hidden gem. But obviously you don't know about it in the West, do we? But yeah, look for The Maid's Clothes and a machine gun. It is. You wonder why didn't we get this? This is so cool concept. But yeah, that's a nice one to have for a collection. Alright, turning to a PS4. You may have guessed it in the background, but I have now the Dead Island Definitive Edition. I got this for only £10 in Smith's, all sealed. If you get this game, you have to get a new one. The reason being is that the first Dead Island is on disc, but the Dead Island Riptide and this retro game called Dead Island Retro Revenge, they all DLC. It's all downloadable. So if you get a used copy, well, certainly in England, you're going to have problems because you may not be able to download half of the game type stuff. So only get new copies of this. But again, it was only 10 quid, so I'm quite happy to have that. This game I got from CX, brand new, 22 quid. I haven't played it yet. It's normally normally keeps its price. It's usually about a £40 mark, and it's another PlayStation VR game. It's called Eve Valkyrie. It's supposed to be a really good space shooter. Okay, here's another top-down sort of 8-bit, I think, or 16-bit type. I don't know if it's some sort of Prison Break simulation type game. It's called The Escapists. I do have a version of this that has the Walking Dead stuff, but I wanted this as well, so that was about £12 again from Argos. Okay, I had this on Xbox One, but finally it came to PS4. Got it for about 15 quid off eBay, and that's Ghost Simulator the bundle. Goat Simulator the bundle. Lot of fun, really silly, worth getting it cheap. Okay, two nice sealed games that I got for about 30 quid each from Argos. Final Fantasy 15 Special Edition. Look at the artwork on that steelbook. It's pretty epic, isn't it? And the Hitman Steelbook Edition as well. Quite nice steelbooks. And this other game, it's in English language but also in Chinese. It came from China. It was about £20 including shipping. It's the only way to get it. It's imported from China. It's PS4 Alien Nation. So it's a sci-fi based top-down shooting type, third-person shooting type game, I suppose. Yeah, so I've not played it yet. I'm not too sure what it's like, but it is quite uncommon. It got brought out to the West. Okay, save it to last, excuse me. I'm going to turn to the Wii U. Now, I've been focusing on getting a lot of the sort of third-party exclusive games on a Wii U, getting them relatively cheap while I still can before the price shoots up on a lot of those. Some are already starting to creep up and some are okay. But first of all, for 8 quid from CX, and CX is a good place to try out for reasonably priced Wii U games, mate, guys, and if you're in the UK. Check on their website. So we have Disney Planes Fire Rescue. I do have the first Disney Planes already, but this one's 8 quid, which is not bad because you can easily pay double that on eBay. This game, again, I got from CX for £22, which is a very good price because you can easily pay between £32 and £50 for this. It's a very, very uncommon Wii U game. It's called Phineas and Ferb, The Quest for the Cool Stuff. Okay, if you look on eBay, chances are it'll be more of a European copy, so to get a UK copy it's even harder. So check out, CEX, guys, if you're after a Wii U collection, because they're reasonably priced on a lot of these. This one, I had the one that came with Super Mario Brothers U, but I wanted quite happy to get it by itself, and it was only £20 from Cash Converters, which is not a bad price for this tile. And that is Super Luigi U. Again, it comes quite unusual. It comes in the green box, so it'll be look nice in the Wii U collection and stand out. It will. Now this one, I can't remember if I showed this or not before. It wasn't a lot of money. I think it was about £8 or £9 from CX. Warriors of Orochi Hyper 3. I might have shown it before, I can't remember. It was just mixed up with all these Wii U games. This game, again, was about £8. It is Game Party Champions. I don't think it's a particularly good Wii U game, but it was, wasn't too badly priced, £8. This game was about, I think it's about £12. Wii Party U, again from CEX. This game was new and sealed from Argos for about £27. Paper Mario's Colour Splash. We love the Paper Mario games. Right, this game was only reduced to about £9 in Argos. It is with Disney Infinity 3.0, Marvel, Star Wars and Disney on the Wii U, so I thought it was nice to have that combination for a collection. Okay, this game is another third-party game. This is one is cheap in some places, expensive in others, so it's going to be one that's going to be quite collectible, and that's Funky Barn. Again, get this while it's still cheap, because it won't be for long. Had it on the Switch, but had to get the Wii U copy. Got this for, I think it was about £44 or something from Argos. Not particularly that cheap, but I was worried that they may get short on supply, but it seems to be relatively easily available now. It's been out for several weeks. Okay, I've got a couple of cheap box games. Sing Party, £8 from CEX, including the mic and a game site untouched. So that's nice for the Wii U collection. And for about £12 from Amazon, all brand new, but I got it in this plastic bag anyway. It comes with a Wii Fit meter include, Wii Fit meter, so Wii Fit U. Again for about £12 for Amazon. I thought that'd be good to have for the Wii U collection. And last not but least is a game, a very rare game. You got this in the States, but obviously Wii U games in the States don't play in Europe. And so I wanted to get a PAL copy, and the only way of getting a PAL copy was to import it from Australia. So you had Scribblenauts, which came out in Europe, but there was also another game which came out in Australia and America, and that is Scribblenauts Unmasked. So this is all new and sealed from Australia, including shipping. The game was about £38, and I had to pay about another bloody £25 for tracked shipping from Australia, because Australia is a terrible place to import games from. Their postal service is pretty diabolical. I was speaking to a seller, and she said the same thing. She hates shipping stuff in Australia, and especially abroad, it just gets stupidly expensive. But saying that, £58 including, well, about £60 overall, is not a bad price for this game, because already a lot of people are asking a lot more for that to get the PAL copy, a PAL English copy. In America you probably say, oh yeah, I see loads of those, they're dirt cheap. Maybe so, but to get a English PAL copy which we can actually play is not easy. So to have that sealed for a collection, pretty good. Okay, last two games. I got these together because they're both really good top-down shooters based in the fantasy world involving dragons. So we had the classic on the NES, Dragon Spirit. And any of you guys know your NES shooters, you know that this is a bloody good, it's quite difficult, but it's still a bloody good game. It's all sealed. This was about, I think it was about £35 off eBay including shipping, all complete. Now this last game, came out of Japan, was ported to Europe. I don't know if it came out in America, but certainly ported to Europe by 505 Games. It is super rare and super expensive. You can probably expect to pay between £150 to about £230 for this game. normally, and I caught someone slipping on Amazon selling it for about 85 quid. So I scooped it up. This game, like I said, it's more expensive than the European copies of War of Rose. So it's you know, it's one of those top 3 expensive PS2 games to get, really. The other one is obviously War of Rose and Ibarra, which is another Japanese shooter, which you can easily expect to pay 130 to 200 pounds for. But anyway, don't want to digress much further. The game is Dragon Blaze. Okay, a lot of you may not have heard of this game. If you're interested in your shooters, check out footage on YouTube. It is it's quite a very beautiful shooter. You do get lots of continues and so forth on this, I believe, if I remember right. It's not a bad game, actually. It's not a bad game at all. It's nice to have in the collection. I actually would say it is worth about 85 quid. I wouldn't say it was worth 150 or 200 pounds, but it's still very nice to have in the PS2 collection, especially if you like your Japanese shooters, because it's, you know, it's very very uncommon. Even a Japanese version of this game, it's not cheap. It's about the same money, believe it or not. That's why I thought I might as well get a European copy, because the Japanese copies actually, a lot of the Japanese copies are released with Soul. What was that other game? It's not Soul Divide, or is it Soul Divide? I can't remember now. It's released with a second shooter, and that's actually more money, believe it or not. But that other Japanese shooter is more common in the West, and it's not cheaper. So I've got that other one anyway separately. But to get Dragon Blaze on the PS2 is, you know, it's a really good pickup, that one. If you know anything about your PS2 rare games, that's up there in the top 5. It should be. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's all my pickups for the past couple of weeks. Quite an interesting mix as always. And if you'd like to leave comments, subscribe if not already. And until next time, take care. Bye.